everyone. My name is Epo. It's your favorite mathematics teacher. In our previous class, we were discussing about mensuration, and under mensuration, we talked about circle. And I give you different formulas that will help you to solve problems under circle theory. So in our today's class, we want to see how we can solve some problem under circle theory. So let's go to question number 1. Find the area of a circle with the diameter 48 cm, given that our pi is what? 22/7. So you can recall that solution number 1. Recall that the area of a circle is given as pi r squared. And if you look at the question, the radius is not given. So, but the diameter is given to be what? 48 cm. And our pi is given to be what? 22/7. So we can derive our radius from the diameter. Recall that our diameter is what? 2 radius. So from here I can get my radius to be diameter over 2. Let's substitute the value of the diameter so we can get our radius, fix in the formula, and we get the area of the circle. So that we have r to be what? 48/2, and that will give us what? 24. Having the value of the radius to be 24, let's substitute into the general formula. So by substitution, we have that pi r squared will be 22/7 times 24 times 24. And that will give us what? That if you multiply this and multiply times 24 and multiply times 24, you will have 1810 centimeters squared. 1810 centimeters squared. So this is the area of the circle required when the diameter is given to be 48 centimeters. So let's look at the question number 2. Sorry that my marker is fluctuating. So let's look at number 2. The area of a circle is 38.5 cm. Find its diameter. They've given the area to be, the area of a circle is given as pi r squared. And the area is given as what? 38.5 cm. You are asked to find the diameter, but the radius is not given. So we are going to use this to find the radius. So we can say that 22/7 times what? R squared is what? 38.5 centimeter. 38.5 centimeter is given as the area of the circle. So from the change of formula, we can say that, let's move it up so we can see it very well. From here we can say that my 22/7 r squared is equal to what? 38.5 cm squared. So looking at this, from the change of the formula, we can have that my r squared to be what? 38.5 all over what? 22/7. And the law of multiplication can give me 38.5 times what? You invert. When you change this division to multiplication, you invert it to what? 7/22. And that I can say that my r, taking the square of both sides, if you take the square of both sides, so because you are looking for the radius only, so we take the square of both sides to have r, the square root of 38.5 times 7 all over 22. If you press your calculator, you will see that the radius is what? If you multiply this, divide by this, and find the square root, the radius will give you what? 3.5 cm. If you do this very well, this is what you have. Recall that you were asked to find what? The diameter. So that we can say that my diameter is given as My diameter is given as what? 2 radius. So I can say that diameter is what? 2 times 3.5. So that my diameter is what? 7 cm. If you have any question on that, you can comment on the video with your question. So let's look at the number 3 question. A sector of a circle with the radius 6 cm has an angle of what? 105 at the center. Calculate its area. We are asked to find the area of a sector. That is what you are asked to find. So we say that number 3, area of a sector. Remember, the area of a sector is given as what? Theta over 360 times pi r squared. So the angle is given. What and what is given? We have been given the theta to be what? 105. Our pi to be what? 22 over 7. And our radius to be what? Our radius to be what? 6 centimeters. So substitute all what is given to you inside the formula. You will have that theta is 105 all over what? 360 times what? 22 over 7 times 6 times 6. And 6 times 6 will give me what? 36. That is r squared. So if this cancel here 1, this can cancel and I have 10. Right? So I can also cancel here to have 11. I can cancel here to have 5. If I cancel here 1, I will cancel here 21. So what I'm left is 21 times what? 11 all over 7. And that will give you the area of a sector. Just multiply that out. So let's look at the last question. The arc of a circle 50 cm long sustain an angle at this. At 75 degrees Celsius, at 75 degrees at the center of the circle. Find and correct to the 3 significant figure the radius of the circle. So number 4, recall that the formula for length of arc. Length of an arc is given as theta over 360 times what? 2 pi radius. Theta over 360 times 2 pi radius. I hope you can see it very well. So our theta is given as what? Oh my, theta is given as what? 75. And we are asked to find what? The radius. And the length of an arc is given as what? 50 cm. So you just substitute this into the formula and make R a subject of the formula. So that we have 75 over 360 times 2 times 22 over 7 radius. So that we have 75 over 360 times what? 44 over 7 r. Make this the subject of your formula. This is equal to what? This is your 50. Remember the length of an arc was given as what? 50 equals to this. So looking at this, I can multiply this out and cross multiply. So I can do this 50 times what? 360 times what? 7. That's cross multiplied all over. Equal to what? 75 times 44 r. Making r the subject of formula, I can write 50 times what? 360 times r all over 75 times 44. When you work this out, you have your radius centimeter as the value of your what? As the value of your radius, and that is what was asked. So because of time, I'm trying to rush because of the space. If you have any question in solving problem under the circle, you just comment on me. Thank you very much.